How does it look?
Yeah, fine.
Does it need zooming in so they can see what I'm doing?
There.
Put that in for me.
How did you get on it? What's the page called?
Your Nail and Beauty Emporium.
Nail and Beauty.
If you can see if anyone's joined for me,
Mm-hmm.
so I know if I need to be talking or not.
It says 3 people are watching it, but it doesn't say who's coming on.
Okay. S-H-A-R-E. So they're just spelling something for my hubby. Do that with that. Okay. I'm just going to wait to see if anybody else joins me. I could do another one. What colour do you think?
I don't know.
Should we do a pale blue?
What?
Dad. Okay. Oh, I can't use that red, can I? That do.
Michelle Edwards said hi.
Hi, honey. So that's those ones. Your one's those ones, isn't it? Just getting me tips all organised, ready. Trying to get a few painted so you're not sitting there watching me paint tips. As soon as there's enough people to joined, I'll start. I think we're 6.
Yeah.
Wait for a couple more. You're welcome to share my live in any group that you see fit or on your pages. That's fine.
There's 7 now.
Mm-hmm. Okay, if I give you that and that. Okay, so we'll make a start and then people can watch it back. Okay, so I'm doing tartan tonight. This sort of thing, can you see it? Okay. Really simple. So I'm using gels. Okay, so I've got, oh sorry, my nails are too long, can't pick the thing up. Glittery, purple, a plummy colour and white. Is that way? That way.
Yeah, that's it.
And my daughter's telling me off, I'm not getting it in shot. Okay, and I'm starting off with a pale pink background. Okay, so that's Jules. I'm using a striping brush. Mine's an SBD striping brush. Use whatever striping brush you have though. Okay, so you put 2 coats of your colour on and a matte top coat. All right, it always looks better when it's matte. Okay, so what I tend to do is choose 2 different colours to complement and a white or a black to go with it.
Bling, it keeps going away. Bling,
Yeah.
Boo Kelly. It says, hello Mel, love your nails.
Thanks, honey.
And Michelle Edwards said, are you okay?
Yeah, I'm okay. We could just say it's the others, couldn't we? Right, so we'll get a start. So if I leave these in shot, so you can sort of see. So you can do just fine lines.
You can't actually see it.
All right. Okay, so you can do fine lines, or we can do fine with chunkier ones, whichever you prefer. It's down to preference. Okay, so I'm going to start off with my plum, and I'm going to create. Can you see?
Yeah.
A slightly thicker line. You can use gel paints, but I'm using gel polish tonight. And having a relatively decent liner brush disguises the fact that I shake immensely. So I know it's painful to watch me shaking. Okay.
Claire said hi, Mel.
Hi. You okay, darling? So I'm just straightening up my line a little bit. Because I do shake a bit. It's a bit wibbly wobbly in a couple of places, but that's all right. Right, so what I do, can you just take that one out for me? I flash cure, and the reason I flash cure is because I've got a bit of smudging or putting my hand or my finger on it. So to stop that happening, so I flash cure just to stop myself. Okay, there's a couple of bits there that I could just tidy up.
Claire said not bad, thank you. What about you?
Yeah, I'm okay. Just tidying up my lines a little bit. Okay, flash cure that a little bit more. And I always wipe my brush in between, so you stops you getting a build up on your brush and you get blobs. Like that the hard way. What's the matter? Okay. Alright, so, and then I tend to do one or two in the thick, going across. You don't have to. You can make it any way you like. You know, as long as it looks like tartan, it don't really matter. It does help if you're using quite a pigmented polish. Otherwise it can end up looking a bit watery. Okay, turn that round a minute. Do you know what? Long nails, they're getting the bloody way. It's the first time I've worn long nails in a while. Okay, just going to flash cure that. Obviously, if you've got a steady hand, you don't have to flash cure, but yeah, as you can see, I don't have a steady hand, so I like to. Okay, let's do another bit here. It's basically painting lines. It's super easy. Let me put that down for a minute and just straighten up my line a little bit. I tend not to go over too much on the line that's already there. Just don't want it to be too bobbly. Right, we'll flash cure that. And then I'll go on to the glitter. Anybody else done tartan nails? Okay. So because I'm only going to do a couple of lines with the glitter, because it's just an accent, really. So I'm going to do one down here. And instantly, just doing this little bit, you can see it's already turning. There's a hair on my nail. It's already turning into, sorry, I've got a hair attached to me somewhere. I'm molting. Yeah, it's already turning into a tartan. So I'm going to put one, I think, across the middle.
Michelle said last time I tried it, there was something that just didn't look right to me, but wasn't sure what. Haven't tried it since.
Oh, give it a go. It's actually quite popular. It looks really complicated. So your customers get lots of comments on their nail. Just flash curing that. Yeah. As I say, it is just painting lines.
I should show them my nails.
Yeah, go on then, put your hand over. I did Daisy's nails today. We did like a smoke effect and stuff.
Kelly put, I got the brush, it's good, Jess. I've done pink and grey.
Yeah, so sometimes I try and do it in different shades of a variation of the same sort of colour, hence purple, plum and pink. They're all within the same thing. Sometimes you could put a contrasting colour just to make it go wow, which I'm going to do in a little while. Okay, so white. And when you add the white, it just makes it pop. Is it working? Little one's upset because her phone weren't charging. Sorry if I go out of shot. And having them different distances, you know, so I'm doing this one close up, but some of the others there's a gap. I just think it just adds more to it, really. Right, I've got a little bit of a leak on that one, so I'll show you what I do with that. Okay. Okay, so then what I do is I've got another brush. Can't remember where I bought these ones from. double-ended ones, which is what I use. Can't remember for the life of me where I got them from. Okay, and I'm just gonna try and tidy it up a little bit. I did really well until we got to the white. Let me try a different brush. If anyone knows of anyone selling any brushes like this is well and truly loved, as you can see. Could you let me know? Because I want another one, because this one's pretty much had it, but I just use it for everything. Okay.
I don't think the brush was actually in shot.
What, this shot? This brush?
Yeah.
Can we see it? I'm not very good at this, am I? Yeah, I'd like another brush like that, but I don't know where sells them.
Kelly said, I'm just finishing dinner, so watching it at the same time, lol.
Seriously, didn't do a very good job of the white. I should have, do you know what, actually, I'm going to wipe it off and do it again. I think I'll flash cure in between. Start the white again, Mel. Okay. I do really well with the colours. When it comes to the white, not so good.
Kelly said, I'll have a look for one for you. I might have one.
What Kelly is that?
Bling 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 Kelly.
I don't normally have this much bother with the white. That's because I'm shaking good and proper tonight. Okay, I'm going to flash cure that before it runs. I'm wondering if my gel paint. I'll just get a bit of gel paint out and we'll try that next. And the gel paint I'm using tonight is CC Nails. See that all right? I have to check with my daughter so I don't get told off. Okay. Let me try the white gel. I find putting enough practically all the way down your striping brush, because then you're using that to not just the tip, you're using the whole brush. Okay, I'm doing better with that one. Tell me if I go out of shot.
I'm watching it anyway.
I don't know about anybody else, but when you're working on tips, you tend to bring it up closer and closer to yourself for some reason. Obviously it's slightly different if you're working on someone's finger. Just going to turn that round. For some reason I think I can see it better this way. I think that's probably enough. I'm just going to go over that first initial white. Okay, let me on. So I'll pull it up to me again. Okay, I'm going to cure that. Alright, I'll show you it when it's cured. Okay, so that's that colour. We'll go on to the grey one this time. Let me turn that around. So the greys, again, they're Jules gel polishes. So I've got that light one, and that's what we've painted as a base. Is that there? Yeah. And then what I'm going to do is use this dark and use black and white. Again, a Jules gel polish. Let me just get some black out. Yeah, sorry. There it is. You think you're all organised, ready, and you never are you? I've become a really disorganised person as time's gone on. Okay, and again, my black, oh, get the lid on, is the CC Nails gel paint. Leave that there. Okay, let's wipe my brush. Try and start, I might do a middle one this time. Okay, I'm starting off with my dark grey. I want to make it just a tad thicker. Turn it around. I get my customers' hands in all sorts of funny positions when I'm doing nail art. I swivel my chair around, I get myself in I become a right contortionist. I struggle working back to front as such. Hang on. Some people can work back to front. I am not one of those. Okay, let's just take that little bit off. Right, I'm just going to flash cure that.
That one finished.
Okay, if you just matte top coat that for me. Oh, the lid's not on. And I can show the finished. The white's a bit bodged on that one. Okay. And I think I'm going to do a couple of thinner lines. here, one here, and one here. I don't think there's really any right or wrong on where to put your lines. I just change it up. It just makes it more interesting for me. So I don't like to do the exact same thing on every customer. I like to create them all to be different. Okay, I'm going to flash cure that. Okay, just wipe my brush. Okay, so I'm just going to put in a couple of black lines because I'm going to do something slightly different with the white lines on this one. Turn that around. No. Okay, just going to flash clear that. Okay. So I'm going to do one here. Did anyone wear tartan as a kiddie? I did. I used to hate it. But I like it on nails though. Okay, put that in, flash cure. It's a bit repetitive, sorry. Okay, right, going to do white lines now, and I'm going to do something slightly different. Load my brush up. Let's do the long one first. I could curse my shake sometime. Alright, so then...
A tiny bit out of shot.
Sorry.
This way.
This way?
Backwards a little bit. Yeah, maybe that. I'll see in a minute.
I'm being... So what you do is, I've got a much smaller striping brush. And what we're going to do is draw little, very tiny vertical lines going across. Because you know sometimes on a kilt it's like threading
You're not in shot again.
Oh, sorry. Fraying is the word I'm looking for. Okay, I'll put that in. Just changes it up a little bit. You don't have to do it with just the white. You could do it with any of the colours. I'm just choosing to do it with the white because it stands out a bit more. Okay. Do another one. I'm just going to do a couple of plain white lines. So I'm just going to do one in here. And one up here. Like that. Okay, let's put that in the lamp, let it cure. I'll show you them. I'll do a photo of them all finished at the end. Okay, next colour, same thing. Tell me if you're getting bored and I can stop. Okay, so I'm using a nude, which Jules gel polish. And then what I've got is a darker nude to go with it. And I think I'll go with black with this one. I could add a bit of glitter to it. Let me just look for the glitters. Bear with me. Okay, so I've gone for a Jules again Ultimate. It's a glitter. I love these Ultimate glitters. And it's like a rusty red. Just to add, I don't know, a touch of colour. Okay. Obviously, you don't need to use palettes. You can use the back of the forms, you know, the paper. So I'd just be fancy and get me the palette out tonight. Okay, let's go with the dark one first. Oh. Okay, so I'd love to see anyone's tries if they try to do it after this. Crap. See, that brush is amazing. I love that other brush. Just making the paint a little bit more even. Okay, put that in, flash cure. Okie doke, I'm trying to do them in sort of like different variations, so to give you more ideas really. I think on a set, if you had a tartan and a woolly jumper, it'd make a lovely winter nail set. Just take that bit out and that bit. See, look, my brush is proper knackered. But you know what it's like. You get a favourite and you want to use it. So just flash cure him. Okay, right, I'm gonna put a flash of my nice bright glitter colour. Obviously, in real tartan, you don't very often see a glitter, but if anyone's got customers like me, absolutely love glitter. So I tend to try and do designs with glitter in them because that's what they all want. When I first became a nail tech, I used to think glitter was just for Christmas. How wrong was I? Just going to turn that round so. Okay, brush cure that. That's a bit boring me keep saying that, sorry. Okay. Load my brush again. I'll do it for you afterwards, Daisy. Okay. Do those and then I'll add a few black lines. So you can just sort of make it up as you go along, like I do.
Just won't hook in.
Alright, I'll have a go. Daisy's nose ring's popped out. Okay. So sometimes just putting a bit less on can look just as good. Okay, flash it quickly. Okay, one more line. Like that. Okay, so I've done 3 so far. Anybody fed up with me, or should I can do one more? How do I get the... I can't see.
You just swap up like that.
I was looking to see if anyone had commented.
No.
Okay, right. I've got a blue. It's a shimmery blue with a matte top coat on it. It's this one from Jules. And I'm going to use a darker blue. And I've got out a red, which is also a Jules. Just a nice deep red. Green always makes a good tartan too. Okay, so I'm going to start off with the red. Okay, just a bit thick on this end, so okay, we'll flash that one. I'll try and do the bubble ones in a couple of days. I know some people wanted me to do those, and then next week I'll do the marbling with the gel polish, you know, when you put it on top of one another and swish it about and pick it up, because that looks really good. I actually think it looks, you know, like you get those lovely stones from, like crystals, you know, with all the different layers. I think that looks good. Okay. When doing this though, it does pay to have a relatively decent striping brush. Did you do it? Oh. Maybe you have to go down the shop. Nose studs, eh? Who'd have them?
That one. That one won't curl in. It just won't go in.
They pop out way too easy. Okay. And put a darker blue in. You could even do sugar tartan which would be quite good. Didn't do that one so well, did I? Okay, put that in. Is anyone entering our Christmas competition? But it's up and running now. Can't wait to see all the good fab sets everybody does. And what about our review corner? If you've got any products that you want us to review, message us, Debbie or Susan, and we can review in our review corner. We're trying to make the group as interesting as we can. So if there's something you'd like to see, shout out, don't keep it to yourself. Okay. I feel like I'm painting grids. Okay, put that in for a sec. Obviously, remember, if you're using really pigmented gel polishes, gel paints, whatever it is that you're using, remember to cure it properly, because the more pigmented it is, it takes slightly longer to cure. So bear that in mind when doing them. Right, I'm going to create one long white one and I'm going to do another fluffy one. Okay, get my other brush and we'll do little white lines, and it's that fringing, frayed look. So I put a bit of the paint on my brush and I use the paint from the line as well to create my little fringing. And obviously fringing, so don't worry if it doesn't look 100% perfect, because it's not meant to. That took me a long time to learn that with nail art, because sometimes some of it doesn't have to be so precise but still looks really good. Took me a long time to learn that. I'm a bit of an OCD person. I like things that look all matching and nice. And okay, so what I'll do is I'll post up the finished picture, the finished tips for you. And yeah, hopefully I'll be on doing bubbles in a couple of nights' time. It all depends how busy I am, because I work into the evenings. Okay. Please, if you give it a go, put your efforts up. I'd love to see them. Okay, thanks for joining me. Night.